I talked with Daryl at home office yesterday. We spent quite a bit of time on the phone, and he helped me understand more about Maven. But Maven is your personal assistant. It is your follow-up guru. If you are doing an old-time, buy the binder, this is who I need to follow up with in 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and you're doing it all by paper, you're just wasting a lot of time. Maven is on your phone or on your desktop, and it's right at your fingertips. It doesn't need to be hard. The only important thing is you have to put the customer info in your workstation. If you put it in your workstation, it will transfer over to Maven. There is a free version and there's also a pro version. The pro version is $7.99 a month or $77 for the year if you do it in a year all at once. And that's in one of the slides, so I'll go over that. So, this is where Mike's going to come up. Daryl went over all of the numbers with this, and this looks like a whole lot of mumble jumble. But the most important thing is to look at your category. Just focus on what you apply to, and it'll make more sense.
All right, so to read these numbers, I have the numbers here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go through, basically it equates to what is each one of these columns mean. So number 1 is 0 to 18, 1 to 1.5 to 2.5, 2.5 or more. That's the amount of time that you've been with Cincy. So you pick the appropriate group, that's the column you should be looking at. Number 2 is your commission. So if your commission is from $0 to $150 a month, then you're in that first row. If it's 150 to 225, then you're in the second set that you can read. Number 3 is the amount of time that you've used Maven. So 1 to 2 months, 3 to 4 months. And then number 4 is the amount of increase that can be seen in commission, not PRV. So you're talking a 210% increase over 2 months just with using Maven, just because of the follow-up. Maven gives you all kinds of notifications. If you're not using it, please try it. Because it reminds you, it says, hey, you want to follow up with this person, and you don't have to do anything other than send the text kind of thing. So it's super, super simple. You can do it a lot. And the reason that these numbers are so drastically different from the 1 to 18, or 0 to 18 to 2.5, where we go from 200 to 300% difference to 71 and 98%. The reason for that is because over time, the people that have been here for 2.5 years, they already have a system in place of follow-up. Now they're seeing increase. There's value in the system. It's just not as substantial because they've already had that in place. So that's why we're seeing the numbers not be so great. The further you get down on the right-hand side of the chart, see what I mean? So, if you're a new person, this is a great tool for you to really maximize your business and take advantage of the opportunity in front of you. The next slide shows, I believe, no, it's not the next slide. One of the slides shows that 70% of people, of consultants, don't follow up with their person every week or every month, or the guy that we talked to, Daryl, yesterday, he told us he personally can see his contact. He see what consultants have his information in the workstation, and not a single one of them. He buys from 3 different people. Not a single one of them follows up with him on a regular basis. Not a single person. He works at Cincy. So follow-up, people aren't doing it. This is a perfect opportunity for you to take advantage of it and start with the free option. And then once you get to a point where I've reached the maximum of the freemium version, then pay for the service. But it is worth it. It is a game changer for your business. So I'm going to get back to her.
Okay, this one basically just says it's a mobile app that you can follow up with your customers. This whole PowerPoint came from Maven. So this is what they shared, and I literally just kind of edited it and made it my own. You'll notice it has Maven and Amy on it. It all came to me with Maven everything, and I knew I was going to mess that up. So it's Amy. If I say Maven, it's the same thing. It's the same people, same program, same app. They've done some updates, but they changed their name. So Maven, Amy, same thing, no matter what I say. this is what he was talking about. The 70% of customers who order for the first time do not order again because no one's following up with them. If they go to a fair and they grab, a bar of baked apple pie, they don't know where to get it from. If it's not labeled, if you don't follow up with it and say, hey, it was really nice to meet you, would you like to order again? They don't have anybody bugging them to order. They're just going to go, away.
You want me to change this for you?
That would be super. Follow-up is consistent. The 222 I mentioned is 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I have a little bit more in this later, but you can change Maven. If you don't want to follow up in 2 days, you want to give them like 4 days, or you want to follow up with them the very next day. I have my PWS orders. I follow up with them the very next day. So if they order on Tuesday, I am talking to them on Wednesday. And then I'll wait 2 weeks because then it has time for the product to get there and to, for them to get it out of the box. 2 months is definitely like, they're going to need more stuff. So you want to definitely follow up with them 2 months later. But if you don't want to do exactly 222, you can make it your own. And in Maven, you can go into the settings and you can change that. So there's that. And I will share this PowerPoint if you guys want me to. I will just put it on the Bliss page because it's for everybody. Go ahead. Avoid copy and paste. I don't say howdy, so if I have a text that says howdy, nobody's gonna think that's me. It's just like anybody else. Somebody in Texas would say howdy, and I just don't. So don't make it a copy and paste, just like Facebook. Don't copy and paste somebody else's post trying to sell their stuff to their customers to yours. If you don't talk the way they do, it's not gonna sound like you. It's gonna sound like you copy and pasted somebody else's stuff. In Maven, they have templates. You can tweak the templates. You can change the templates to your own wording. You can add howdy if you want to. You can make it your own, and it will automatically drop in the customer's name, but you can make it say whatever you want it to say. Also, I don't know if it's in there. I have so many notes from Daryl, and they're sitting at home, but they're in my head. You can also add, like, this is sale month. In my template, it says August is sale month. Make sure you get your stuff at 10% off the whole month of August. So you want to add those little things. If you have Spider-Man coming out on Monday, you want to say, coming Monday, the week prior is Spider-Man. If you're interested, here's the link. Anything like that you can add. You can change your templates every single day. I change them at least monthly. If not, there's something special, then it'll go more than that. Don't stick with emails. Use text or Facebook messages. You can, on the screen that shows the little phone, when you put in their Maven information, you can have their phone number to text, their email, and their Facebook handle, also their Instagram handle. You can't add that in Workstation to have it transfer over yet. They're working on that. But you can go into their Maven contact, which I literally did yesterday, and you can copy the link to their profile in Facebook, and then paste it in Maven. So you can Facebook message these people that you don't have their phone number, which is a lot of mine, and you can Facebook message them your Maven template instead of what I did. Yesterday was Friday. So Tuesday, when I sent out all my things on Tuesday, I had copied from Maven and I went over to Facebook Messenger and I pasted and I sent it to them. You can send it straight from Maven and it saves 5 or 6 seconds.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you doing all that on your phone or?
Everything is on my phone.
You don't use like an iPad to do it?
No. I have a note. It's a little bit bigger, but my phone is always with me, and so for me, it's easier. And you can do it on iPad or a tablet or something. And I guess the desktop version is really, really good. I've never used it, but Daryl told me yesterday it was amazing. So you can do that as well if you'd rather sit at the desktop. I don't have the time to sit at the desktop. So. That just basically says follow up. Make sure you're following with your sample history. You can put in Maven, you can add that you have given them a sample, and then you can follow up and say, hey, how did you like that sample of baked apple pie? There is a contact form. It's in the settings. You can say, I think it says event. And he even showed me yesterday how to do something I was going to share. So in settings, there is, here it is. Business links and social media accounts. Yeah, business links. It has social shop contact form. So this is a contact form that you can literally hand somebody your phone and say, hey, go ahead and put your info in and I will get you added to my mailing list or my contact list or whatever.
Would you mind giving us the steps? So you opened up the app and then
Yes.
where did you go again?
So I open Maven, which for me it's on a shortcut. So there's Maven. And then I went to the settings in the bottom right hand corner. Scrolled up to business links. And then social shop contact form. It's about halfway down. If you click that, you can copy the link or you can share that to someone. There's an event mode right below that. So on the event mode, what he had me do was copy that link to my home screen on my phone. So now all I gotta do is click on my home screen, hand it to him in an event and say, here, can you fill out your contact info? I'll add you to my mailing list or to my contact list or whatever. It automatically adds them to Maven and you don't have to.
Wow.
So you're not taking these contact forms and then adding them yourself.
You have to have all their information, even their email and phone,
Yes,
right, before
yes.
they talk to you, as I understand it.
Well, I don't know, I didn't add anybody. I sent it out on my VIP page yesterday and had 2 people add themselves. So it works, but
You can also, they showed us, you can like, if you're at an event, you can put that like on an iPad.
Yes.
And then when you're helping the person and ringing them out, they could be adding it and it'll just stay on that. And so then the next person just keeps adding and
Right.
it all will go to your Maven when you can upload it.
event mode automatically resets the screen. That's what he was telling me. I don't use an iPad, so I don't even think about that. I just hand him my phone for everything, including Square or whatever. But I think I am gonna try to do something for the fair coming up because we're so busy.
That's actually a really good point. I actually didn't know that. You said, man, I
Yeah.
did it wrong.
And I
Use
have-
the paper.
I have an iPad that's old, you know, and I just don't even use it anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna bring it for that because I use Square on my phone.
Right,
So as I'm bringing people out and doing stuff on my Square.
They can be
on my
adding it.
phone, they can be doing it on my iPad, and then when I get home, I can just upload it all.
so I mentioned yesterday, I put it on my VIP page just with that because I was playing with it on the phone with him. And this morning, when I got to my dashboard, I have 3 new contacts and it's from the people that added themselves yesterday.
And then you roll over to the Facebook.
Well, they're on my Facebook, so they're already, oh, I have to add their handle, yes, yeah. What was that, I'm sorry?
It doesn't sync to Workstation.
It does not sync back from Maven to Workstation.
Yes.
You can still
Yet.
add it to a mailing and still.
No, it's more for me to contact them, that's why I say adding them to my contact list. It's more adding them for me to follow up, but you can add them to Workstation because you're gonna be able to see all of their info. It's not hidden from you, like it is with Square.
But it's great for like your VIP group or if you're doing whip boxes.
Yeah.
You do the same thing. Use them as, you know, get them to sign up like that for that.
Yeah, it's more just for you to follow up with them. But they are trying to work with it for it to transition from Maven to Workstation. It's just not there yet, and it will be, you know, eventually.
Do you want me to back?
No, you're fine. No, I already did that one. Okay, so these are the trainings. They have lives and webinars every single week. In the settings again, if you go down to Sell with Amy 101 training, you can sign up for their webinar every single week. If you cannot attend live because you have a day job, they will send you the link to the recording, so you never miss it. You can get on there and register for, it looks like, the rest of the 2 months. September and October, you can register for every single one of them. And then they'll send you the link for the recording.
Their lives are in their Facebook.
Yes, so that was the webinars. And then their lives are in Facebook, 12:30 Mountain Time. Again, with the lives, you can go back and watch them later. They also have a support phone number and email. I have actually messaged the girl with Maven and she got right back to me too. So I don't know if that's supposed to be the way we contact her, but it worked. There's a link down there, and I went and verified, even with this being an old PowerPoint, every one of these links work. So if you go to the PowerPoint when I post it, the links will work because I verified every one of them yesterday. No, you're fine. This is what we added yesterday. The new consultants as of August 1 get 4 months free of Maven. So if you have joined in August, or you have newbies that are joining August, September, whatever, they get 4 months now. And then, like I said, it's $7.99 a month or $77 for the year if you choose to do the year at a time. Yes, Stephanie?
Do you know if that 4 months starts from the day they join or from the day they start?
I think it starts from the day they join, but it could be, it's
I can-
120 days.
I'll
is what
text
I
him
remember.
because
Yeah.
Daryl gave me his number.
Okay.
I will text him and make sure.
I told my girl to wait until she finished her launch party to sign up so that she actually had some customers to follow up with.
Right.
Um,
I will verify that in a few minutes,
took advantage.
just to make sure. Then I'll tell
of the
everybody.
120 days, but I was wondering if it started from when they joined or when they.
Yeah, I will make sure. I didn't
I
think
don't
about
know
that.
that either.
I'll ask him, we'll make sure, that way we'll all know. And then I'll add it to the slide.
Thank you.
Okay. This is just my little, to make it easy, this is what the app looks like. If you look in your app store, it's called Sell with Amy in both Android and Apple. You have to have certain, I don't know about your old iPad, I was just thinking about that, because it has to be 9.0 or higher for the app. So,
But you're not getting the app.
No, you have to have the app to get the form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The contact
Unless you go to
form.
the webpage, you go to the contact form on the webpage.
Yeah,
And I don't know if they do the event,
event mode.
yeah, the event mode on a website. a webpage.
I don't know.
You might want to try it before, yeah. And I don't know for sure because I don't do Apple, but this is the ones that they've given us, and this was taken right off of their website. So this is what your app looks like that you're looking for. Yes.
I just wanted to say about the Apple.
Uh-huh.
If you have an Apple, like an iPhone, an updated iPhone, and you have your iCloud linked to the iPad, you can still get that version.
Oh, okay. There you go. Well, that works. I don't know Apple, so I have no idea.
They're linked to that, so.
It's an Apple version. You don't need.
Desktop version.
Yeah, it's on here somewhere.
You don't know where the link is for. I think I found it the other day. Because I
Well, the
was
help
shocked,
portal's right here.
I was shocked they had it.
Yeah, sellwithami.com.
That's the desktop.
Yes.
I didn't know they had it talked about.
Well, I didn't either, so I'll talk to Daryl.
Well, I
Because I don't use it. This is just more things how to connect with them. Their Facebook group is where they go live. They also have questions and answers and all that stuff on there. Since he has a Powered by Maven website, it still says Maven, so I don't know how often it's updated. But I went to it yesterday to verify it really was, since he Powered by Maven, it still really is.
And is it true you have to first be a Maven subscriber?
No, because this one told me to log in. So you could look at it.
Oh, you could?
Yeah.
I was talking about their Facebook page. You can't get on that unless you're already.
They just ask the questions and then they'll approve you or not,
Yeah,
so.
well, they told me before, because it's in my notes from them, is that you had to first download the app.
It asks you, I think, those kind of questions,
Yeah.
but
Okay, so if you haven't downloaded it, you want the Facebook group, just
Just
say yes.
download the app, it's free, try it. It's not gonna cost you anything.
Yeah, at least if you try it, it's free to start.
Yeah.
They did a survey in the beta group, and it said, how confident are you in following up with your customers, and how confident are you with following up with your follow-up system that you already have in place? When they first started with Maven, it was around 2 to 3%, or 2 to 3 out of 10, sorry. 2 to 3 out of 10 was their normal, with all the people in the beta group with these two questions. After the 4 months that they did with Maven with the beta group, they were up to 9 out of 10 with both of them. So it made a huge difference with the beta group. And I was not in the beta group, but I have seen a huge increase and a huge, even my confidence. There's people that were added to my Maven that I hadn't followed up with in 2 years. I still followed up with them, and they still, some of them responded. Not everybody. And not only that, but if they don't respond, it doesn't mean they don't see you. Just because they're not saying yes now doesn't mean they're not gonna say yes later.
I don't know if you saw Becky Gorga posted yesterday in our Facebook group that because of Maven, she had a customer that had not ordered from her and she hadn't reached out to in 2 years, but she did her follow-up and they ordered a Spider-Man buddy.
Yeah.
So you never
Just
know.
continue to
never
follow up
replied
with them.
back.
Let them
Yeah.
know unless they tell you no.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had a customer, she reached out to me, and I said, well, let me help you, and she just wanted placed an order.
online.
It's pretty bad that she had to reach out to me, I'm just saying, but anyway. Yeah, she just went ahead and placed the order, I was like, what? Okay.
These are more things under your settings, the templates and the timeframes, like I mentioned earlier, the training, business links, and contact form. Obviously, I'm remembering my notes, and I put them in the slides too.
And
So-
they're really good with their lives, by the way.
They are,
really
yeah.
the lives, if you can't figure it out, you can probably go there and find it.
And that's it. So I know we asked questions during, but does anybody else have any